Oh, clap your hands, all the people, shout unto God with the voice of triumph. For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. He shall subdue the people under us, and the nations under our feet. He shall choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Jacob whom he loved. God has gone up with a shout, the Lord with the sound of a trumpet. Sing praises to God. Sing praises unto our King. Sing praises, for God is the King of all the earth. Sing ye praises, with understanding. God reigneth over the heathen. God sitteth upon the throne of his holiness. The princes of the people are gathered together, even the people of the God of Abraham. For the shields of the earth belong unto God. He is greatly exalted. Psalm 47 begins with a universal call to worship. Clap your hands, all you nations. Shout to God with cries of joy. This is not a local celebration. It's a global invitation. All nations, all peoples, are commanded to acknowledge God's greatness. This psalm doesn't whisper its message, it shouts it with thunderous praise. Over the next minutes, we'll explore how Psalm 47 reveals God's authority, kingship, and glory, reminding us that worship is not just a feeling, it's a response to divine reality. Right from verse 1, the psalmist invites all nations to clap and shout. Why? Because God is awesome and powerful. Verse 2 says, "For the Lord Most High is awesome, the great King over all the earth." This phrase, Most High, is used intentionally. It highlights God's sovereign supremacy over every human leader, empire, or spiritual power. This is not a local deity, it is the universal Lord. And unlike the gods of the nations, Yahweh's reign is both just and joyful. Verse 3 reveals that God subdues nations under us and peoples under our feet. This echoes Joshua's conquest and the establishment of Israel in the Promised Land. But it also points forward to something greater. The spiritual dominion Christ will one day fully manifest. And in verse 4, we're reminded that God chose our inheritance. A clear picture of God's covenantal faithfulness. It reminds us that nothing we have is earned, it's chosen and given by grace. Verse 5 is stunning. God has ascended amid shouts of joy, the Lord amid the sounding of trumpets. Many scholars believe this refers to God's symbolic ascension to the throne during a victory procession. But in the New Testament, Psalm 47 takes on a messianic fulfillment, pointing to Jesus' ascension into heaven after his resurrection. Acts 1:29 describes Jesus being taken up, while his disciples watched. And here in Psalm 47, we see the prophetic foreshadowing of a king ascending in triumph. Verses 6 and 7 are pure praise. The phrase "sing praises" is repeated 5 times in 2 verses. This isn't accidental, it's an emphatic command. Why? Because God is king of all the earth. Worship is the proper response to sovereignty. The psalmist adds, "Sing praises with understanding." This means our worship should not be mindless, but rooted in knowledge of who God is. Theology and doxology go hand in hand. Verse 8 says, God reigns over the nations. God is seated on his holy throne. This image evokes stability. While kingdoms rise and fall, God's throne is eternal. In a chaotic world filled with political upheaval, this truth brings peace. And verse 9 extends this further. The nobles of the nations assemble as the people of the God of Abraham. This foreshadows the New Testament reality that Gentiles are grafted into the covenant family through Christ. Psalm 47 ends with this triumphant vision. For the kings of the earth belong to God. He is greatly exalted. This is a prophetic picture of global worship. It's echoed in Philippians 2:10, where every knee bows to Jesus. It's echoed in Revelation 7, where every tribe and tongue stands before the throne. Psalm 47 invites us to see beyond today's headlines, the eternal reality that God reigns now and forever. So, let's live, worship, and walk in the confidence of that truth.